Muscle isn't built in the gym, it's built during recovery. If you're training hard but not seeing results, your problem might not be your workouts, it might be your lack of rest. Today we're breaking down the science of muscle recovery and how to optimize rest for better gains. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Weight Loss War podcast. I am Trevor, your host. And as usual, today we are going to start off with a quote. Today's is by Oscar Wilde, who said, "To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people just exist." All right, let's jump into muscle recovery, how muscles repair and grow after workouts, all of that. So the truth is, when you lift weights, you're not building muscle, you're breaking it down. When we are doing strength training or any kind of resistance training, we are creating tiny tears in our muscle fibers, and then our body has to repair those fibers to make them stronger. So the work we are doing in the gym is breaking down the muscle, creating those tiny tears, whatever you want to call it, so that we can build it up better and stronger. The repair process happens outside of the gym when you are resting, when you're eating well, and when you are getting enough sleep. Protein synthesis is what is rebuilding and strengthening those muscle fibers. Hormones like growth hormone and testosterone peak during sleep, and that supports our muscle repair. And then your inflammation decreases and it reduces the soreness and it allows your body to rebuild. If you aren't allowing your body to recover, you will be missing out on gains and future growth because you are limiting yourself now. So lifting weights is what's breaking down the muscle, and recovery builds it back stronger. So if you're not resting, you're not growing. So if you think training every day is what's getting you faster results, then you need to take a step back and maybe think again. Because rest days are when the muscle growth is actually happening. My brother and I just talked about this the other day. He is a fitness coach and personal trainer. He calls them active recovery rest days that allow for muscle repair where you're not lifting, you're not raising your heart rate up. You can be going for a walk or non-stressful things. But you need these days because, one, those rest days are allowing for full muscle repair, and that will prevent things like injuries. They help prevent muscle fatigue so that your workouts can be more effective. And then they balance the stress hormones and reduce the risk of burnout and overtraining. Doing my research, I found that most experts, most coaches, fitness gurus, they recommend 1 to 2 rest days per week for muscle recovery. And active recovery, these are things like walking or yoga or mobility work, to do these on those days, these lighter days, so that you can allow your muscles to relax, repair themselves, and revamp for your next workout. No rest is no growth. And so skipping your rest days, it's not going to make you stronger, but smart recovery will. And the key to all of this is to listen to your body. Because if you're constantly exhausted, if you're experiencing muscle tears, pain, things like that, you need to take a step back. You need to take an extra day. You need to allow your body to heal itself before you push again. Your body will tell you how you are doing better than anyone else can. So listen to it. So I wanted to pivot a little bit and talk about signs of overtraining and under recovery, things I call missteps. So if you think you're working hard but you're not making progress, you could be overtraining, you could be not recovering enough. Clearly you're not recovering enough if you're overtraining, I guess. But let's jump into the signs, some key signs that indicate whether you're recovering properly or not. Constant soreness that won't go away, decreased strength or plateauing in workouts, if you're having trouble sleeping and you have low energy levels, if you have increased injuries or increased joint pain, if you're feeling run down, even with proper nutrition, if you're experiencing any of these things, it's time to scale back and prioritize recovery. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but more isn't always better, because if you're constantly tired, if you're sore, if you're plateauing, if you're experiencing injuries, these are all signs that it's time to recover smarter, because the growth is happening during that rest and you are breaking down that muscle, but you need to give it time to build it up stronger. You need to prioritize your sleep and your nutrition, rest days. You need to do these things, because if you don't, you're holding yourself back from better results. Back to this conversation I had with my brother. We were talking about this yesterday. He and I do a podcast called Be Him Fit. We put it out once a week. And we were talking about recovery specifically because of this issue. We all think more is better, but you need to know when you are doing enough, when you are overdoing it, and if you are underdoing it. And it all depends on your goals, obviously. For this purpose, we're talking about weight loss, specifically from this podcast point of view. Our goal is to burn fat and maintain muscle mass so that we can keep our metabolism up, we can be healthier, extend our quality of life, and all of that. We're not necessarily trying to bulk up, but if that's your goal, then great. But I asked him, how do you know if you are overtraining or undertraining? And first off, his main takeaway was, you need to listen to your body. As a fitness coach, you need to listen to your body, or advice from a fitness coach. You need to listen to your body because your body will tell you. But you should aim for, he called them working sets, meaning you should have 10 to 12 working sets where you have proper form all the way to failure. So if you're doing a bench press, you have your weight and you have proper form and you do as many as you can to almost the point of failure. You don't want to crash the bar down on yourself, for example, or anything like that. But you get to the point where you are pushing it anymore is going to cause your form to slip. That's when you're done with the set. And then you do that again and again, and you move on to your different exercises. But your workout should start there, and then listen to your body. If you have any strength training questions, I don't claim to be an expert, but you can talk to a coach, you can talk to a fitness person, a physical trainer. These people can help you, or a personal trainer. They can help you get on the right track to where you need to be. And starting there is perfect. Listen to your body, know what your goals are, and then give your body the time to rest. Because if you don't, if you overtrain, if you're overdoing it, if you're not resting enough, you will miss out on those gains. So anyway, I've talked too much, and I don't pretend to be an expert on the fitness and the lifting world. So take that all with a grain of salt. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, shoot me an email, leave a comment. We can move from there. I appreciate all of you who listen, subscribe, comment, share, all of that. And I'll be back next time.